guess who was up all night? This guy. But, oh my god, I'm sore. I'm taking a rest day. So I was up all night, but I got so much shit done. Essentially, I don't know if finished is the right word, but my website is totally functional right now. Like, should I show you? I'm just gonna show you. My website is like totally ready to go. Got all my services there, and I made buttons that actually go to the product. What? But it's not just like that for that. It's personal training buttons. Like what? What? Sit tight. Oh, right. I have to, hold on. I have to do it through a different browser because it's signed in like I'm viewing it. Oops. All right. So if this was like a totally different person, they would be able to click on the session and boom, one training session and all of the information pertaining thereto. And I'm doing all of my personal training, virtual personal training through my PT Hub. And I could absolutely do in-person sessions like this too. But I got a 1-pack, a 7-pack, a 12-pack, and then there's like a monthly service, which is cheaper if you use it often enough, with full support. Anyway, so this is my personal training stuff. And then I've got Reiki, which I had trouble getting an attunement page set up, but my Reiki service and the totems, which I got on Etsy. I think I've only got like one left of those. Then the tarot and oracle readings, which I might make more entries for. I'm not really sure yet. I usually end up like doing these through Cash App instead of like through Etsy. And then I've got buttons for my decks now. If you wanted to buy either my my Synchronicity Oracle, you know, this one, or my regular tarot deck, those are available through Etsy now. Only, yeah, I've got like a couple pictures here. They're not brand new decks that I used for the pictures, but they basically get made to order. So like you would be getting a brand new deck, even though these ones are a little worn. The ones in the picture. And it takes like 5 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks for them to actually get there, because like they get shipped internationally to the US and then I send them wherever they're going. So like it's a long turnaround. They're kind of expensive, but 20% goes to the Phoenix Catalyst startup for the nonprofit. So it's a good cause. And like at that point, if you're buying one of these decks, it's because you believe in the cause, right? And you like the art. Got a little about me, and then the social media links, and that's it. But I spent all fucking night updating this and learning how to do the buttons, and like it's fucking crazy. And instead of having like the Phoenix Catalyst, the Lion Catalyst, and the Dragonfly Catalyst information all on one website, I'm splitting it into 3. I'm not done with the other 2 yet. I think before I can really release the Phoenix Catalyst website, I'm going to have like the bank account set up, which means I need to finish filing with the IRS. I'm just waiting to hear back. So hopefully in the next week that'll happen. But I'm so fucking excited. I think an impromptu rest day is exactly what I need. I'm very sore. And today is Tuesday. So like tomorrow I can just do my Tuesday, Wednesday together. Sometimes I feel like you've got to just lock in and do something really productive though. And this kind of work is not something that requires physically moving, so I can rest while being productive. There's something in the energy right now about maximizing your potential. About, because I've had this website up for a long time. A long time. It's probably been a year, right? That I've had this up. I don't know. It's been a long time though. But I never had working product buttons. I never had individual entries for everything. And having my PT Hub is such a good app, dude. Having a solid app finally for the personal training sessions is really nice. I settled on that one. Essentially, I can pretty much just make my programs. They have exercise demos for every single like exercise assigned to a person. So I can just make a program for somebody and assign it to them, and it goes right over to them. I can see what they worked out on. I can see how much weight they did, if they wrote any notes, like the rest timers are there. They're not perfect. I actually wrote an email to the developers last night about the rest timers, and they're looking into it. I think they could be improved, but overall, it's not a bad app. It doesn't cost the client anything to use either. It would cost me like $50 a month, but like that would be worth it for a solid client experience and virtual coaching situation, and knowing that they would have all of their workouts and information and history available. One thing that I've noticed for the in-person clients that I've seen in my day-to-day is that they don't really have a lot of those resources out on their own. Like they have to be working out with the trainer in order to really get that support. And if they're not working out with the trainer, they're kind of on their own. I think having a solid documentation process and before and after pictures and taking measurements together and really going on the journey from jump together, no matter how long that is going to be very useful. Like I know some people will take like one, they'll buy a 12 pack and they will use one a week, and like they'll do all of their own workouts, and they'll save a session for that one where they're like, I really need advice on my forms, or I really need to like figure out if this is the right routine. I have these concerns, or like, you know, they'll just want one day a week or one day a month, or whatever the frequency might be of in-person support, versus some people who want to have every single workout totally guided. And if you buy packages, that becomes an option. You can make them as often or as least often as you want, you know? Versus the monthly support, which is basically like having somebody on call. If you have any random questions, you can just get in contact at any point and sign up for as many sessions as possible. I would have to figure out how that works with my day job though, because if somebody wanted like a full month of support, we'd have to schedule their sessions when I'm not at work. That's the only way I'd be able to be there for all of them, you know what I mean? But this is going to be a learning curve. This is going to be a growth process. It's going to be imperfect until it is. And there's almost this energy of like putting in a full day yesterday so that today we can actually do a little bit of relaxing. I've got a little bit more work to do right now. I'm catching up on some logos for the Phoenix Catalyst website. And then I'm probably going to play Tales of Symphonia, which I got a controller for. I tried to play that game and I couldn't do it without the original controller. So I got like a GameCube controller that plugs into a USB slot. And it's already so much more livable. It was impossible to play on the keyboard. I needed a controller. But it might be time to sit down and just like play that game a little bit. We're making massive progress, guys. It's actually incredible. And if you're on this journey with me, you're making progress too in whatever way. And I'm so fucking proud of you. The Archer, focused, intent. It's like a slingshot, but you know how much faster the arrow goes? You are unstoppable. It's so fucking awesome. I really love this deck. I don't use it enough. We were gonna have to wait and see how things go, But this is all building towards something. This is all